I'm really good at being me. I'm world class at being me. I'm the best to ever do it. I'm the best to ever be me. Yeah. You're more than enough. Don't need to take on other people's stuff because you're more than enough. You're more than enough. I'm more than enough. I've got more than enough on board to accomplish what it is I'm setting out to accomplish. I don't need to worry about it. I don't have anything to worry about. That's, I think, what I'm picking up. I have nothing to worry about. I am more than enough to accomplish what I have set out to accomplish. I'm more than, and even without accomplishing it, I'm more than enough right now. Sitting in the spot I'm sitting in, I'm more than enough right now, even if I don't accomplish what I've set out to accomplish. It's starting to mean both things at the same time. I'm more than enough to accomplish, and I'm more than enough whether or not I accomplish. I'm more than enough. If I did nothing more than what I've done so far, that's more than enough to consider my life to have been well spent. I am already more than enough. I have done more than enough. I've been more than enough. I've loved more than enough. I've accomplished more than enough. To feel content or satisfied with who I am. To feel good about who I am. To be proud of who I am. To be filled with a knowing for the rest of my life that my life has mattered. I'm more than enough already. And I got here by just being who I am and doing what felt right in any given moment, following that instinct, that feeling. So what I'm feeling is I don't need to do any more than that, than continuing to just follow my feelings into the fulfillment of my purpose, which comes naturally because it's me. All I gotta do is be me. Being me is more than enough. Being me is more than enough. I'm really good at being me. I'm world class at being me. I'm the best to ever do it. I'm the best to ever be me. Yeah, I'm more than enough. I've been incredible at being me. Or have I been less than incredible at being me? Have I been trying to be what I thought somebody else might want me to be? Ooh. And I need to be reminded that I'm more than enough. Is that the message? You're more than enough. Don't need to take on other people's stuff because you're more than enough. You're more than enough. I'm more than enough. I don't need to take on any other stuff in order to be full, in order to be complete. I am, as I am, more than enough. Just as I am, I'm more than enough. Yeah, see, that's starting, okay. That's echoing in my world. I saw someone just yesterday being his absolute self, and I could feel the rightness of him being himself, and it made me feel more permission or something to be more myself. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I saw this kid, Vic Mensa. I was watching him give a talk, and I could just feel this brother was being himself. He wasn't concerned with the way his words would be perceived by somebody else, his word choice. He wanted to communicate effectively, but he was going to use his own language, in his own way, with his own affect, his own vernacular. Whether you got it or not, it didn't matter. He knew people that understood him would understand he was being himself. He knew in that moment, I'm more than enough. And I could feel it all over him. Life is echoing this particular sentiment to me constantly. I'm more than enough. This week, it was Vic, embodying that knowing that he's more than enough. Today I woke up and the mantra for the 26th day of the month is I'm more than enough. Life's trying to tell me something. I'm more than enough. How have I been thinking I need something else outside of me to complete me or make me whole enough? Make me worthy enough for something. What's going on? What is that? Where did I pick up this feeling that I'm not enough? And I need more in order to be worthy of some sort of ideal. What is that? No, forget that. Wrong question. Forget what it is. We're just gonna move on to what I know to be the truth now, that I'm more than enough. That's enough. I don't need to understand where I picked it up. Forget all that. It's trash. I don't care where I picked it up. Just let it go. I'm in motion. So just drop it where I am now. Keep moving. I'm more than enough. I don't need that. I'm more than enough. 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 Okay. I'm often thinking that the things that surround me, my accompaniment, is not enough. I'm often thinking that my environment is not enough. My equipment's not enough. My technology is not enough. My mastery of the technology is not enough. My audience is not enough. I'm thinking these things constantly. My audience is not enough for me to reach out to that particular person and have a conversation with them that I think would be mutually beneficial. Maybe my audience is not enough. Maybe they won't want to have that conversation. I constantly have these thoughts in my mind. This is not uncommon for me to think that there's something missing in the arrangement around me, that I'm not enough to make the request and just ask, can we have a conversation? Can I record it? Can I elicit some jewels from that conversation, which I have a feeling would emerge, and can I share that with the people around me? Can I use the goodness of our conversation to build an audience who's looking for that kind of goodness? I forget, I'm enough, I'm already enough, I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. Let life say yes. I'm more than enough. Ask the question, make the request. Oh, I'm reminded of Jim Carrey at that graduation talking about how talking about fear masquerading as practicality. Is that my largest fear, that I'm not enough? That my crazy ass office isn't enough? That the angle my camera sits at is not enough? Maybe today I need to get up and not shave. Not put on my contacts so that there wouldn't be any glare in my Do it imperfectly today. Do everything imperfectly. I'm walking on my trackpad. It's probably making noise. The mic is probably picking up that noise. It is absolutely imperfect. Maybe that's what I need to do today. Do something that is inherently imperfect to prove to myself that I am enough. No matter what kind of imperfection I'm sitting in, I'm still enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. Sarah tells me all the time, we don't care. We don't know anything about this technology. We don't see what you see. I'm more than enough. What if I'm more than enough to carry this conversation, to carry this engagement, no matter what the hell it looks like out there? What if me being on the screen, being honest, and sharing what's coming up is enough? What if I'm just enough? What if I'm more than enough? I'm more than enough. 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 You know, the more I say it, the more I repeat the words, I'm beginning to receive visions of evidence of it. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than. I've been walking and saying this for over 30 minutes now. I'm more than enough. What I just saw right now, I'm more than enough. Oh, okay. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. Some of the greatest things I think I've done in my life, it was just me, imperfect me doing it in an imperfect situation with imperfect preparation. And yet they turned out to be useful in this world. So in their own way, that imperfection created something perfect, something that served, something that was beautiful. Nothing needed to be right. Nothing needed to be right. You know, one of the big I'm more than. I have had the hardest time figuring out this thing about creating content, about just putting out pieces. And one of the biggest things that's been a problem for me is thinking to myself, who am I even talking to? Who am I talking to? And why am I talking to them? And what they didn't ask me for nothing? There's that statement in the back of my mind you hear as a kid, like, who asked you? Who asked you? What if I'm more than enough is the answer? What if I just need to do what I'm doing right now, talk to myself for a little bit? I'm more of an audience than enough for myself initially as I make the video. I'm more than enough. Who are you talking to? You, me. I'm more than enough. When I look at the screen, only see myself, that's enough. To talk to yourself is enough. What if that's the point? I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough of an audience. Talking to oneself. I talk to myself. I've been talking to myself this whole time. Maybe that's enough. Maybe I don't have to have an entire audience in my mind that wants something very specific, and I'm answering that very specific thing. What if I'm just enough? What if just me expressing what's coming out is enough? What if me being open to what's coming through is enough? What if that's enough of a way to say it? What if I'm enough? I'm more than enough. What if the part of the I that's not right here? What if the part of me that's way out there? What if the larger part of me and me talking is enough? What if me opening to downloading things that the larger part of me knows that I need to hear, and therefore maybe somebody else needs to hear? And what if that's enough? What if that's all I ever do is open up so I can receive something and say something, and then someone can hear something that maybe they needed to hear, and maybe that's enough? What if that's enough? What if that's all there is? I'm more than enough. What if what we're doing right now is really talking to ourselves? What if we're all really one thing? Pretending to be separate. Then talking to myself is all I've ever done. What if I am more than enough? What if I'm everything? And therefore there's no other way to see it but that I'm more than enough, because that's all there is the expanded and seemingly separate perceptual vantage points of I. What if all I've ever had to do is talk to myself because I'm more than enough? What if we and I is just a different way of languaging the same thing? I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I almost didn't hit record because I could see the curtain stops at a certain point. If the camera's higher and it's pointing down, you don't see all that, right? You can see the elements behind what makes it look like a studio. I almost didn't hit record because it was imperfect. I thought that I wasn't enough, but now, using rhythm, the rhythm of my feet have been beating in to this floor at a certain pace. Boom, 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 boom. I'm more than enough. I'm more. Something about that has tickled my inner knowing that I'm more than enough. Right now, I feel like I'm more than enough. Doesn't matter to me at all. You can see all the junk in my room. Who cares? I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. Maybe what I'm saying has more than enough resonance for you right now where you are, that it's enough to distract you from whatever else I thought might be distracting. I'm more than enough. My willingness to be here and download and upload. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. You're more than enough. You're more than enough. And I know what it feels like to feel as though you're not. But what if you were? What if you were? What if you allowed yourself just for a minute to be convinced that you're enough? What would that feel like, to feel like enough? Why don't we just make believe for a moment while we're here together, while we got a little moment? Why don't we both sit in our perceived imperfection, but just for a moment, let's just pretend that we're enough. How about that? How about you and I just pretend? Let's pretend we're enough. Just for a moment. Nobody's watching, nobody listening. Let's you and I pretend we're enough. Let's look at ourselves in this seemingly jacked up imperfection and pretend that we're enough. Just for a moment. Let's pretend that our authentic, transparent expression is enough. Let's pretend it's enough to really show someone else that they're not alone. How about that? Let's pretend that our acceptance of ourselves is enough to give somebody else permission to accept themselves. Let's just pretend. Let's pretend for a moment that we're enough. Let's do it together. I know it's uncomfortable, but just pretend. Nobody's watching, nobody's listening, just you and me. Let's pretend that we're more than enough. Say it to yourself. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than. Say it until you believe it. Say it until your eyes naturally close. Say it until you start to see things and remember things that might be evidence of that statement being true. I'm more than enough. Say it in view of all the things you think of as mistakes. And look at all those mistakes and stand above them in your mind and say, yep, all of that. With all of that, I'm still more than enough. My past, my struggles have set me up for some sort of service. And now that I'm here, in view of all of that knowing and learning and struggling and growing and hurting and recovering, I'm more than enough. Somehow it was all purposeful. I'm more than enough. Now I'm more than enough. What if it was all for me, happening for me, happening from me? What if the larger part of me knew that I needed to have these particular muscles built by the stress and the pain and the struggle, so that right now I can show up and be exactly who I am and that be more than enough? What if that's what it's all about? What if all we got to do in this life is realize that we've come to this moment right here, right now, with the exact preparation needed to be exactly who we are right now? Which makes us right now more than enough. More than enough. More than enough. I'm 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 more than enough. I just had a flash across my... Listen. As I say these things, images are popping in my mind. And I bet it's happening for you all the time. It's just right now, for some reason, they're lingering a little bit longer. I just saw one of my surrogate mothers cross my mind. I'm one of these people that's lucky. I have a wonderful, loving mother of my own who birthed me into existence. My biological, real life, whole life mother. She's in her late 70s. She's still alive. Hey, mommy. I'm beyond blessed with motherhood. I've never had any deficiency in motherhood from my biological mother. I know that's not everybody's story. I've never wondered if I was loved. I always had it and still have it right now. And life has given me other women who have been motherly to me and who have loved me, and I could feel that too. I've been beyond blessed with motherly experience in my life. And one of those motherly figures crossed my mind when I was saying I'm more than enough. And now listen, I could have just let it pass like a smoke. But I'm thinking that maybe as I do this meditative process of rhythm meditation, that maybe the ideas, the thoughts that fill my awareness are for me. Maybe I'm supposed to think about the people I'm thinking about. The person that came across my mind right now is Mama Cowan, Daphne Cowan. Boom, just popped in my mind. I'm saying to myself, I'm more than enough, and boom, this lady pops in my mind. I'm thinking, well, why might that be? Do I need to call her today? Maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna FaceTime her today. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask her to have a conversation with me, and I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna say, Mama Cowan, can we talk? Can we just talk for a minute openly and have a conversation? Can I record it? And can I put it on my platform here and record a conversation with you? I'm gonna see what she says. I'm more than enough. Why would she pop up? There's been times in my life where she convinced me that I was more than enough. There have been moments of high stress where I remember there was one time I was preparing to give a talk, to give a speech, and she was sitting with me at a table as I was preparing. She was looking at me. Hey, what is this boy over here worried about? She was, what are you doing? I was sitting there writing notes, and so I was trying to write down all my thoughts and make sure I was prepared. I didn't want to forget anything. And she looked across me at the table. She reached over and grabbed a sheet of paper and was like, you don't need that. She wanted me to speak from my heart and not be so prepared. Don't worry. You're over here worrying. Whatever you're writing down in worry, that ain't gonna be right anyway. She saw me and saw, boy, you're more than enough. Mama Cowan, she knew I was more than enough. Maybe what that flash was just a memory of and she was right. She was right. We went, gave the talk, I spoke from the heart, and it was right. It was all that was needed for me to just show up and be real in that moment. And the people in that room, they needed to hear that and feel that and identify with that. She was right. Maybe my seeing her face was life, was my larger self trying to remind me I've always been enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. Mama Cowan and I are also working on something right now in support of her son, my brother, Dewan. We're doing something. I asked her for a favor in support of Dewan, and I feel like when I asked for that, she was like, yes. I told her, I think Dewan is the greatest. She was like, yes. I've always believed in my baby. I said, no, me too. So I feel like she and I are working on something right now. We're conspiring to create something. And maybe I need to be more confident to keep going with that mission, to keep doing that thing. Maybe that's why her face came across my mind. I'm more than enough. Maybe I'm more than enough to accomplish the goal that she and I are working on. Maybe that's what life is trying to tell me. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. You see what's happening right now? I began to speak into my own life that I'm more than enough, and I'm starting to look at everything that's coming across my awareness as evidence that it's true. What language, what words are you using on a regular basis? What are the words? What are the words? I'm creating a reality right now. I'm convinced at this moment right now that I'm more than enough. It looks like it took me 27 minutes to be absolutely convinced. I'm convinced that every thought that crosses my awareness is now convincing me further that I'm more than enough. What would my life look like if I never left this state? What are the things I don't do right now because I'm convinced, maybe even subconsciously, I'm not enough? Things aren't perfect enough. I haven't arranged it well enough. I haven't shaved well enough. The light might glare off my glasses and the video image might not be enough. My studio isn't right enough. I don't have 3 cameras to switch in between. It's not enough. What would my life look like if I had been saying and walking into this reality, walking in the shoes of someone who believes I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. What kind of momentum would I have in my life if I just got into this rhythm, meditation more regularly? What if I got into the rhythm of it and let my life consistently be filled with language, and then be filled with images, and then be filled with a feeling and a knowing that I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. What if I don't ever need to prepare for this engagement, this talking to myself? What if I've never need to prepare? What if all of the preparation is just fear masquerading as practicality? Oh. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. People have been trying to tell me in a variety of ways. Jay Mendoza has been telling me for 15 years, just say it, Wayne, just get up there. People want to hear what you have to say. I said, who are these people and what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know why I want to hear what I got to say. What are you talking about? Who? What if it's all me? What if you're me? What if we is just I? I can feel right now that I wanted to hear all these things. I feel much better now than I did before. Before I was in the forefront of my awareness, before I was feeling as though I was enough, I feel better now than I did then. So I've really enjoyed talking to myself. I think my day is going to be better because I've spoken to myself. I wanted to hear me. Jay Mendoza said, they want to hear it. They want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear what I have to say. So maybe he's right. Appreciate you, man. That's another thing I'm blessed in. I'm blessed in brotherhood. I have more brothers than anyone I've ever met. I am completely blessed in brotherhood. I feel good about that. Would that be possible if I weren't more than enough? I am more than enough for all of these men to see me as brother. I'm more than enough. There's something that's just enough about me for all my brothers to feel brotherly about me. The way I feel about them, they're all more than enough to be my brother. We're all more than enough. Any area of your life where you're feeling as though you're not enough, I think it's a trick. I think it's a mistake. It's a mistake. We're tricking ourselves into thinking something's missing. We're tricking ourselves. It's just not true. My homegirl Jazz decided recently at the age of 45 or something like that. She said, I'm just gonna become a DJ. Now Jazz can do anything. She's a gardener, an intellectual. She worked in entertainment. She builds things in her environment. She can do anything. She said, you know what? I'm going to learn how to be a DJ. I'm going to give myself 30 days. And she went on a 30-day challenge to be a DJ. And she was, and she said, I'm not even going to hide it. I'm going to show y'all what's happening. So she went live every day showing her process of becoming a DJ. And she had no idea what she was doing. Fumbling around, messing up. One day couldn't get no sound to the headphones. Couldn't figure out nothing. I'm a DJ. Couldn't figure out anything. And people were watching this. Stumbling, fumbling, falling, figuring out. Finally got a mix that sounded right. And people were watching like, ooh. They were starting to root for her, starting to want her to do better. They followed her on the journey. And when she finally got there 30 days, she was an actual DJ. She could do it. And they were like, girl, I'm so proud of you. They began to hire her 30 days into practicing because she opened herself up and said, you know what? I'm going to show all the imperfection the whole way through. I talked to her about the other day. She said, Wayne, it's like creative vulnerability. I said, wait a minute. What did you just say to me? Creative vulnerability. She opened up the doors to the mistakes and all, everything, all of it. And it bonded her with her audience. And they said, yes, my next party, I want Jazz. I don't care how long she's been doing it. That's my homegirl. I can identify with what it took to jump out there and just do it. Jazz showed them she was more than enough, and she gave them permission to feel that about themselves, and they thanked her for that, and they want to be around her, and they want to know her. Not because she's perfect, because she's more than enough as she is, and she's trying. That's courageous. Creative vulnerability. Jazz, thank you for that language. I'm going to live into that. Jazz, you've given me permission to live into that, to be vulnerable. I was walking, I said, fuck it, I'm turning on the camera. Even right there, I decided to say, fuck it. Because that's what I said to myself. And you're an extension of myself. So why not just be myself, because I'm more than enough? That's really self-love is what it is. Creative vulnerability, that's self-love. That's saying I'm just gonna be myself. I'm gonna open myself up to everybody. You can love it or leave it. That's self-love. That's new language for self-love. Creative vulnerability. Thank you, Jazz. I'm gonna give myself permission to be creatively vulnerable. Why? Because I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. Think about this. What the hell am I doing? What is this called? What is this called? What is this? Is this a podcast episode? What the hell is this? What am I doing? What am I doing? What is it even called? I could search on YouTube from all the gurus of this, that, and the other thing for years and never find somebody to tell me that this is the thing to do. Get on your trackpad in your office, start walking, turn on your camera, hit record, even though the angles is fucked up, shot don't look right, just do it. No one would say that. Where's that in the rule books? How on earth I'm gonna SEO this? What the fuck have I been talking about? I'm not sticking to a specific script that had a fucking hook in the beginning and it did this next and then this next and then this. No! I am more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. So whatever instinct I have, that's more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I'm more than enough. I hope that in this 36 minutes, this 36 minutes of talking to myself, I hope that I have spoken to you. In talking to myself, I hope I have spoken to you. And that's going to tell me something. If that is the case, if my talking to myself has spoken to you, then you and I are one. If talking to myself has spoken to you, then you and I are closer than we might think. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe we are one. That feels good. Then if I'm more than enough, we are more than enough. We're more than enough. I appreciate you for being with me through this expression of creative vulnerability. No idea what this is called. I don't even know what this is. No idea. No idea. But maybe I just publish it. Since it's long form, fuck it, it's a podcast. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is. But I know it's self-expression. I know we said some things, we languaged some things today that feel good. And I know that's the purpose, the point of life. For us to feel good as we express our uniqueness, which is our purpose in this life. There's something that our uniqueness has to share with everyone else around us. I'm more than enough, and so are you. All right. Until next time, I love you guys. I love y'all. Go feel good. Go feel good.